Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Okay, so today we continue new subtopic which is limits. Okay, so what is it actually limits? Okay, so refer to this graph. Okay, so ni graph untuk fx is equal to x power of 2. Okay, so I take here the value of 3. X here is 3. Okay, so when x is equal to 3, so y here is 9. Okay, so kita tengok as x approaching to 3. Okay, so bila x ni menghampiri kepada 3 daripada sebelah kiri, y, the value of y will approaching to 9. Okay, so bila x ni menghampiri 3 daripada sebelah kiri, dia menghampiri 3 daripada sebelah kiri. Okay, so kita tengok graf ni. So bila x pergi ke kiri, x ke kiri, grafnya akan naik. Okay, so yang mana akan menyebabkan y menghampiri kepada 9. Begitu juga as x approaching to 3 from right, the value of fx or the value of y will approaching to 9 from above. Okay, so kalau x ni menghampiri 3 daripada kanan, okay, so daripada sebelah kanan dia menghampiri kepada 3. Okay, so graf ni pun daripada kanan pergi ke 3 dia akan turun. Okay, so daripada kanan pergi ke 3, so dia akan turun ke bawah. Okay, so yang mana dia akan menghasilkan fx ni akan menghampiri kepada 9. Okay, so perkataan dia, the limit of function fx which is fx equal to x power of 2 is 9 as x approach 3 from left and right hand side. Okay, so limit fx untuk x kuasa 2 ni adalah 9 apabila x menghampiri 3 daripada kiri dan kanan. Okay, so dan ditulis and it is written as this one, limit fx x approaching to 3 equal to 9. Okay, so bila jumpa perkataan macam ni bermaksud limit untuk fx ni apabila x menghampiri 3 adalah 9. Okay. Okay, so itulah dia limit. Okay, so here is the theorem for the limit. Okay, so the limit of a function fx exists if and only if the left hand limit is equal to the right hand limit. Okay, so limit dia akan wujud sekiranya limit daripada kiri dan kanan adalah sama. Okay, so limit of x approaching to a for fx is equal to L if and only if limit fx x approaching to a from the left is equal to limit fx x approaching to a from right which is equal to L. Okay, so contoh macam yang atas ni tadi dalam graf ni. Okay, so the limit of x power of 2, so fx dia x power of 2 as x approaching to 3 from left. Okay, so x menghampiri 3 daripada kiri, so limit dia akan pergi ke 9. Okay, so kalau x daripada kiri pergi ke 3, graf ni pun akan naik pergi ke 9. Okay, so the answer is 9. And then the limit of x approaching 3 from right, okay, so daripada sebelah kanan 3 ni. Okay, so daripada sebelah kanan 3, bila x menghampiri 3 daripada kanan, okay, so graf ni pun akan pergi menghampiri ke 9. Okay, so daripada atas turun ke bawah, jawapan dia pun 9. Okay, so bila kanan dengan kiri dengan kanan ni sama, 9, so therefore limit x approaching to 3, the answer is 9. So dia akan wujudlah limit x menghampiri, salah. Okay, so limit x approaching to 3 for x power of 2 is equal to 9. Okay, so ni pun x power of 2 saya tertinggal. Okay, okay, so bila kiri dengan kanan dia sama, so maksudnya limit x power of 2 x approaching to 3 is 9. Dia akan wujud. Kalau tak sama, dia tak wujud. So yang tak sama tu biasanya dia jadi pada piecewise function. Okay, function yang lompat-lompat tu lah. Okay, biasanya ada juga function-function yang lain tak jadi, contohnya reciprocal. So reciprocal fx is equal to 1x. Okay, so this is a reciprocal. Graf dia akan macam ni. So kalau kita tengok bila x menghampiri 0, okay, so biasanya dekat kosong lah. Okay, so when x approaching to 0 from the left, okay, so x approaching 0 from the left, the graph will go to the negative infinity. Okay, so grafnya akan turun ke bawah pergi ke negative infinity. But if x approaching 0 to the 0 from the right, daripada kanan, so the graph will go to the positive infinity. Okay. So limit 1 over x approaching to 0 from the right, from the left, it is equal to negative infinity. And limit x approaching to 0 from the right, it is equal to positive infinity. So dia tak sama. So maksudnya limit 1 over x for x approaching to 0 does not exist. Okay, so tak wujud sebab kanan dan kiri tak sama. Satu negative infinity, satu positive infinity. Okay. So dan lagi satu ni kat mana sebenarnya nak cari? Nak detect dia, kadang soalan dia tak bagi. So macam mana kita nak detect? Domain lah. Macam ni, x cannot equal to 0. Okay, so tak boleh sama dengan kosong. So bila tak sama dengan kosong tu, kemungkinan dekat sini ni limit untuk x sama dengan kosong ni dia tak wujud. Okay. So domain, saya tulislah domain f is equal to negative infinity until 0 union 0 until infinity. Okay, so nilai-nilai kemungkinan yang limit dia tak wujud dekat kosong ni lah. Sebab kosong ni dia tak boleh ambil. Okay, so x cannot equal to 0. So the value between 0 until infinity and negative infinity until 0 ni, limit dia akan sentiasa wujud lah. Di continuous kat situ. Okay, so another example this one. Okay, so this one piecewise function. Okay, so determine the limit if any for the following graph. Okay, so first limit x approaching to negative 1 from left. So negative 1, this one negative 1. Okay, so ni kat sini negative 1. Okay, so x approaching to negative 1 from the left. Okay, so daripada kiri ke kanan pergi ke negative 1. So kita tengok graf ni pergi ke mana. So graf ni akan pergi ke point ni, which is here is 1. Okay, so therefore limit fx x approaching to negative 1 from the left, it is equal to 1. Okay, and then second, so limit x approaching to negative 1 fx. So ni piecewise function. So fungsi dia berbeza kat sini. Ni straight line, tiba-tiba dia berubah kan. So untuk cari x approaching to negative 1 yang ni, so kita kena tengok kanan dan kiri. So kiri dia kita dah ada satu, seterusnya kita tengok kanan dia. Okay, so limit x approaching to negative 1 from the right, it is equal to, okay, so daripada negative 1 daripada kanan. Okay, so daripada kanan pergi ke negative 1, kita tengok graf ni dia pergi ke 1 juga. So it is equal to 1. So therefore we can say that limit of x approaching to negative 1 for fx, it is equal to 1. Sebab dia sama 1, 1. Okay, so kita tengok yang 2 pula. So yang 2 ni nanti dia tak exist, tak wujud. Okay, so sebab daripada graf kita dah nampak dia jump kat sini. So dah tak wujud lah limit dia. Okay, so kita tengok. So limit x approaching to 2 from the left for fx, it is equal to, okay, so menghampiri 2 daripada kiri. Sekejap, saya salah tulis. Okay, so to negatif, bukan negatif 1. Saya bagi letak negatif 1 tadi. Okay. So to negatif. So 2 daripada kiri. So this equal to, okay, so 2 here is 2 from the left. Okay, so the graph will move approaching to 4. Okay, so dia akan menghampiri 4. So the answer is 4. And then second, we need to find the limit x approaching to fx. So therefore, to find x approaching to this one, so we need to look at the limit x approaching to 2 from the right. Okay, so kita kena check dia menghampiri 2 daripada kanan, sama tak dengan 4. Okay, so daripada 2 daripada kanan. Okay, so kita tengok grafnya. So grafnya will approaching to here. Okay, so dia akan menghampiri sini, which is here actually 3. Okay, so the answer is 3. So this one 4, this one 3. Okay, so therefore limit x approaching to fx does not exist. Tak wujud lah, sebab daripada kanan dan kiri tak sama. Hilang dah. Okay. Okay, so here another example. Okay, so kita tengok. So x approaching to negative 1 from the right. So negative 1 here x. Okay, so this is negative 1x from the right. Okay, so the graph approaching to 2. Okay, so the graph ni kat sini je. So dia akan menghampiri 2. Okay, so limit x approaching to limit x approaching to negative 1 from the right, it is equal to 2. And then second is one, find the limit of x approaching to negative 1 fx. Okay, so for this one, so we need to look in the limit x approaching to negative 1 from the left. Okay, so kita ada daripada kanan. So sekarang kita tengok daripada kiri pula. Sama tak? Kalau sama, baru kita boleh conclude jawapan untuk yang ni. Okay, so limit x approaching to negative 1 from the left. Ada satu, okay. So this equal to, okay, so from the left. Okay, so x datang daripada kiri pergi ke negatif 1. So graf dia pun daripada kiri pergi ke negatif 1, dia akan naik dan menghampiri kepada 2. Okay, so sama. Okay, so therefore limit x approaching to negative 1 fx is equal to 2. Okay, so yang kedua, limit x. Okay, so limit x approaching to 3 from the left, daripada kiri. Kita menghampiri 3 daripada kiri. So daripada 3 daripada kiri, so tengok graf dia, daripada kiri pergi ke 3, dia pergi ke 2 je, dekat 2 ni. Okay, so daripada kiri pergi ke 3, so dekat point ni lah. So point ni iaitu 2. So the answer is 2. And then find the limit x approaching to 3. So to find the limit x approaching to 3, okay, so kita kena check yang daripada kanan pula. Kiri kita dah ada, so kita tengok daripada kanan pula. So limit x approaching 3 from the right, fx is equal to, okay, so sini ke sini, daripada kanan pergi ke 3. So graf dia daripada kanan pergi ke sini, point this one, which is this point is negative 2. So the answer is negative 2. Okay, so conclude, buat conclusion dia. Okay, so kalau dia minta reason, so bagi tahulah. Okay, so limit x approaching to 3 fx does not exist. Okay, so kalau dia minta reason, so because limit x approaching to 3 from the left fx is not equal to limit x approaching to 3 from the right fx. Okay, So yang ni pun atas ni pun kalau dia minta reason dia, because limit x approaching to -1 from the left is equal to limit x approaching to -1 from the right, which is equal to 2. Gitu je. Okay, so kalau dia minta reason. Okay, so next, basic theorem on limits. Okay, so ni basic theorem ni untuk if you have two function fx and gx, and the limit for each function is a and b when x approaching to c, okay, and k is a constant. Okay, so then the limit of x approaching to c for the addition of function fx plus gx. Okay, so you can find limit for each one. Okay, so limit of fx, and then find the limit for gx, and then you add. Okay, and then adding the limit of these two function. Okay, so a plus b, and then second for the subtraction also same. Okay, so korang boleh cari satu per satu dulu, and then tolakkan a minus b. And then for the multiplying with the constant k, so you can take out k outside. Okay, boleh letak k tu kat luar, and then find the limit first, and then multiply with k. Okay, so for the multiplication also same. Okay, so you can find the limit for fx, and then limit for gx, and then multiply both answer a multiply with b. Okay, so darabkan. Okay, so division also same. So find for each one on the numerator and denominator, and then divide the limit. Okay. Okay, so for the power also you can find. Okay, so limit x approaching to c, fx power of n. Okay, so first you can find the limit of fx, and then apply the power. For the square root also same. Okay, so kalau tak nampak, saya buat contoh lah sini. Okay, so let's say limit fx is equal to 3, x approaching to 2, and limit gx is equal to 4 for x approaching to 2. Okay, so dia sama. Okay, so kalau menghampiri dia sama, so boleh apply dia punya theorem. Okay, so ni biasanya theorem-theorem ni kita pakai, tak selalulah pakai. Okay, so kalau ada soalan yang macam ni, dia tak bagi fx, dia tak bagi gx. Okay, so dia bagi nilai je. So kita boleh gunakan theorem ni. Okay, so therefore limit of fx plus gx, x approaching to 2, it is equal to 3 plus 4, which is 7. Okay, so subtraction also same, 3 minus 4. Okay, and then for the constant, okay, so let's say limit x approaching to 2, 3 times fx. Okay, so you can calculate 3 outside, and then limit x approaching to 2 for fx. Okay, so the answer is 3 times fx is 3. Okay, so limit for fx, x approaching to 2 is 3. Okay, so 3 times by 3, so the answer is 9. So multiplication pun sama lah. Okay, so limit of x approaching to 2, fx multiply with gx. Okay, so it is equal to limit of x approaching to 2 for fx, so which is 3, and then multiply with limit of gx, x approaching to 2 is 4, so the answer is 12. Okay, so for the division also same concept. So concept dia pun sama. Okay, so let's say limit x approaching to c, fx over gx. Okay, so it is equal to limit x approaching to 2, ni 2 lah. Contoh saya buat 2, saya letak c pula sini. Okay, so fx divide by limit x approaching to gx. Okay, so the answer is 3 over 4. Okay, so for this one also same. Okay, so let's say limit x approaching to 2 of fx. Okay, so power of 2. So this equal to, take all the limit of x approaching to 2 fx. Okay, and then power of 2. So fx dia tadi berapa limit dia? 3 kan. So 3 power of 2. So the answer is 9. Okay, so for the square root also same. Okay, so limit x approaching to 2 square root of fx. Okay, so you can take out square root first and then find the limit x approaching to 2 for fx. Okay, so just now in the example is limit of fx x approaching to 2 is 3. Okay. Okay, so tadi kita cari limit. Yang first tadi kita cari limit gunakan graf. Daripada graf lah, kalau ada graf. Yes, macam ni, kita ada graf. So ada graf, kita boleh cari limit guna graf, daripada graf. Okay, so tapi kalau tak ada graf, takkan kita nak graf. So tak perlu. Kita lukis graf. So finding limits. So limit for fx x approaching to c. So we just simply substitute x with c and then calculate. Okay, so tapi nanti bila masukkan, kadang ada case korang akan jumpa 0/0. So bila 0/0 this one, dia ada lain lah, dia punya ada cara lain untuk mengira dia. So this one is not simply just equal to 0. Okay, so dia bukan, it is not equal to 0. So 0/0 actually cannot be calculated. Okay, so 0 divided by 0, so tak ada jawapan dia. Okay, contoh dia, tak ada kek dibahagikan kepada tiada orang. Okay, so tiada kek dibahagikan kepada tiada orang, apa hasil dia? Tak adalah. Okay, so korang tak boleh nak bagi tahu hasilnya. Okay, so contoh kalau satu biji kek dibahagikan kepada 2 orang, so korang boleh bagi tahu hasil dia, seorang dapat separuh kek, betul? Tapi kalau kosong kek membahagikan kepada 0 orang, korang nak bagi tahu apa hasilnya? Macam mana korang nak bagi tahu hasilnya? Apa hasilnya? Tak ada kan? So tak boleh nak bagi tahu apa kek untuk setiap orang, tak ada kan? So maksudnya this one is not equal to 0. Okay, so therefore for this one treatment dia lain lah, nanti kita tengok macam mana. Okay, so for this one, first one, evaluate the limit for the following function. Okay, so at math dulu dah belajar dah limit ni. Okay, so korang ada pernah belajar limit kalau yang belajar at math dulu. Okay, so limit for 2x square plus x for x approaching to 2. Okay, so it is equal to, okay, so just simply substitute x with 2 power of 2 plus 2. So the answer is 8 plus 2, which is 10. Okay, dapat 10. Okay, so for this one also same. So just simply substitute x with 2. So 2 power of 3 minus by 2 power of 2. Okay, so setiap kali gantikan letak bracket, plus 4 times by 2 and then minus by 5. Okay, so 2 power of 3, 8 minus 2 power of 2 is 4 times negative 2, so negative 8, and then plus 4 times by 2, 8 minus 5. So the answer is 8 minus 8, 0, plus 8, 8 minus 5 is 3. Okay, so yang ni mudah lah. Okay, so yang ni, okay, so finding limits by factoring. Okay, so in this case if you get 0/0, so yang ni yang saya bagi tahu tadi, korang dapat 0/0. So treatment that you need to do is factorize and simplify. Okay, so tu cara dia. Okay, so 0/0 ni biasanya wujud dalam function yang ada pecahan ni lah. Okay, so contoh kat sini A. Okay, so if you just simply substitute x with negative 1, so you get negative 1 plus 1 divide by negative 1 power of 2 minus by 2 times negative 1 minus 3. So the answer is negative 1 plus 1 0 divide by negative 1 power of 2 is 1, negative 2 times negative 1 positive 2, and then minus 3. So this one will be equal to 0 over 0. Okay, so kosong per kosong. Okay, so bila dapat soalan macam ni, so first try gantikan, buat jalan kira sikit je lah. Okay, so dapat kosong per kosong, so we need to factorize. Okay, so, tapi ada certain case dia tak dapat lah kosong per kosong, dia terus dapat jawapan. Dapatlah kat bawah ni dapat kosong ke, atau dapat 3 ke, dapat nombor. Okay, so in this case 0 over 0, so therefore you need to factorize the function. Okay, so it is equal to limit x approaching to negative 1. So x plus 1, so yang bawah ni x square minus 2x minus 3, so factorize, you will have x plus 1 and x minus 3. Okay, so x minus 3, so minus 3 after. Okay, so x plus 1 and x minus 3. Okay, so this one x plus 1, here also x plus 1, so you can simplify. So the function on the left is 1 over x minus 3, and then calculate the limit, so become 1 over negative 1 minus 3. So the answer is negative 1 over 4. Okay, okay, so masa nak kira limit, okay, so kalau korang belum gantikan negatif 1 ke dalam x, so jangan hilangkan perkataan limit. So perkataan limit x menghampiri negatif 1 ni mesti ada. Bila korang dah gantikan x dengan negatif 1, barulah hilang perkataan limit tu. Okay, okay, so another example, this one B. Okay, so if you substitute x with 0, so you will have e power of 0 minus e, 2 times 0 is 0, over 1 minus e power of 0. Okay, so e power of 0 is 1. Okay, so any number power of 0 is 1, minus e power of 0 is 1 divided by 1 minus 1. So this one is 0 over 0. Okay, so therefore you need to factorize and then simplify. Okay, so jangan terus buat this one equal to 0. So this one wrong. Okay, salah, jangan buat. Okay, so ni saya cakap kan nanti exam mesti ada yang buat ni. Okay, so saya pun tak tahu kenapa. Okay, okay, so first what you need to do. Okay, so macam mana factorize? Okay, so x menghampiri 0, so e power of x minus, so e power of 2x, e power of 2x is actually e power of x times by e power of x divided by 1 minus e power of x. Ya Allah, hilang dah. Okay, so ni tadi dapat E0 minus E0 over 1 minus E power of 0. So 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1. So this one 0 over 0. Then you need to factorize. Okay, so E power of x minus E power of x times E power of x. 1 minus E x. So kenapa e power of 2x is equal to e power of x, e power of x? Okay, so patah balik definisi untuk e power of 2x. So e power of 2x, it is actually is e power of x plus x. Okay, so dalam indeks kalau tambah dia adalah e power of x darabkan dengan e power of x. Okay, okay, and then ya Allah, hilang lagi. Tak apalah. Okay, so tadi dah dapat limit x menghampiri kosong, e power of x minus e power of x, e power of x over 1 minus e power of x. Okay, so tolak. So kat sini ada e power of x, here also have e power of x, so you can take out e power of x. Okay, so it is equal to limit x approaching to 0 e power of x outside. Okay, yang ni dah keluarkan, so tinggal 1 minus e power of x divided by 1 minus e power of x. Okay, and then this one simplify. Okay, so dah simplify, so the function left on the left is e power of x. Okay, so therefore it is equal to limit x approaching to 0 e power of x. So the answer is e power of 0, which is 1. Okay, so yang C pun sama je lah, so which is 9. Okay, so limit of this function as x approaching to 3, so this is 9 minus by 3 times by 3 over 3 power of 2 minus 3 times by 3. So the answer is 9 minus 9 divided by 9 minus 9. So this is 0 over 0. Okay, so again 0 over 0. Okay, so because of 0 over 0, so what you need to do? So you need to factorize. Okay, dah hilang lagi. Okay, so factorize the function. So we will have here limit x approaching to 3. So 9 minus 3x. Okay, so yang atas ni, okay, so sebelum tu saya lupa. Okay, 9 and 3. So 9 dengan 3 ni, so dia adalah CP 3. So therefore we can take out 3 lah. So 3 minus x over so yang bawah ni x square minus 3x. Okay, so x square minus 3x, so this one actually is equal to x times by x minus 3x. Okay, so ini ada x, sini pun ada x, so we can take out x. So therefore we have x minus 3. Okay, so and then simplify. So macam nak simplify, so ni dengan ni sama tak? Tak sama, tapi kita boleh buat sama. Macam mana? Sini negatif 3, sini positif 3, sini negatif x, sini positif x. So dia simbol dia terbalik kan, nombor dengan huruf dia sama. So apa yang kita boleh buat kalau nampak simbol terbalik ni? So kita boleh factor out negatif. So untuk yang atas ni kita factor out negatif, tak kisahlah atas ataupun bawah, sama je. Okay, so limit x approaching to 3, so I take out negatif, so negatif 3. So positif, kalau saya dah keluarkan negatif, so tinggal negatif 3. Dan negatif x, keluarkan negatif, become positif x over x minus 3. And then it is equal to limit x approaching to 3, so negatif 3. So yang atas ni korang boleh terbalikkan lah. So positif x letak kat depan x, and then negatif 3 letak kat belakang, tolak 3 over x minus 3. Okay, so kalau tambah dengan tolak ni korang boleh terbalik-terbalikkan. Contohnya 3 tolak 2. Okay, so this equal to 1, right? So korang boleh terbalikkan, negatif 2 tambah dengan 3, also same, the answer is 1. Okay, so nak terbalikkan boleh dengan syarat simbol dia ni ikut sekali. So nak letak 2 kat depan, so negatif dia pun letak dekat depan. Nak letak 3 kat belakang, so simbol dia depan ni positif, pun letak dekat belakang positif 3. Okay, so tambah tolak boleh terbalikkan, darab bahagi tak boleh. Okay, sebab dalam board mas tambah tolak tu level yang sama lah. Darab dengan bahagi rasanya tak boleh buat, tak boleh rasanya. Okay, dia ada cara dia lain tu, darab dengan bahagi. Okay, so tak apalah, tambah tolak. Okay, so tambah tolak je yang biasanya ni, yang guna dalam kes-kes macam ni. Okay, so this one and this one same. Okay, x minus 3 and x minus 3, so we can simplify. So the answer on the left is limit x approaching to 3, negative 3 over x. So the answer is negative 3 over 3. So the answer is negative 1. Hilang dah. Okay, so korang dah salin kan? Okay, Okay, so next, limit of piecewise function. Okay, so ni piecewise function ni biasanya kena tengok ni lah kanan dan kiri. Okay. Okay, so limit of piecewise function. Okay, so evaluate limit of fx as x approaching to 4 if fx equal to square root x for x less than or equal to 4 and x square minus 6x plus 8 over x minus 4 if x greater than 4. So bila piecewise function ni x menghampiri 4, ni 4 ni, so daripada sebelah kiri dan sini ada sebelah kanan, so kita kena check lah ni. Okay, so kalau tak nampak juga, so saya lukis number line. So here is 4. Okay, so for the first function x less than or equal to 4, so dekat sebelah kiri dia. Okay, so x lagi kecil ataupun sama dengan 4. Okay, so maksudnya nombor-nombor yang lagi kecil daripada 4. Okay, so sebelah kiri. And then x greater than 4 di sebelah kanan. Okay, so therefore we need to check the limit from the left and the right, because from the left it is using square root x, and from the right it is using x square minus 6x plus 8 over x minus 4. Okay, so dia ada dua function yang berbeza. So therefore to evaluate limit x approaching to 4, so we need to check from the left and right, adakah dia sama. So kalau tak sama, dia tak wujud. Okay, so therefore calculate. So limit x approaching to 4 from the left for fx, so it is equal to limit x approaching to 4 from the left. Okay, so daripada kiri, kita menghampiri 4 daripada kiri, so kita akan gunakan fungsi x square root x. So square root x. Okay, so the answer is square root 4, which is equal to 2. Okay. Okay, so 4 atas ni ada negatif ni, tak masukkan sini ke negatif, so tak payah. Okay, so negatif ke atas ni ada negatif, ada positif. So negatif tu melambangkan dia datang daripada kiri. Kalau dia positif, melambangkan dia datang daripada kanan. Okay. Okay, and then limit x approaching to 4 from the right of fx, so it is equal to limit x approaching to 4. Okay, so daripada kanan, so kalau daripada kanan, so maksudnya kita pakai fungsi yang ni, x power of 2 minus 6x plus 8 over x minus 4 is equal to 4 power of 2 minus 6 times by 4 plus 8 divided by 4 minus 4. Okay, so rasanya apa akan jadi ni? Okay, so prediction dia, this one akan, saya punya prediction dia akan jadi 0 per 0 lah ni. So kita kena factorize. Okay, so 4 power of 2 which is 16 minus 24 plus 8 over 0. Okay, so 16 minus 24 negative 8, negative 8 plus 8 is 0. So 0 over 0. Okay, so dapat 0 per 0. So therefore we need to factorize. Okay. Okay, so it is equal to limit approaching to 4 from the right. Okay, so x square minus 6x plus 8. So factorize. So you will have x minus 4 and x minus 2 over x minus 4. Okay, so korang tekan je lah calculator cari root. So kalau cari punca yang atas ni, x square minus 6x plus 8. Okay, cari punca untuk yang atas ni, korang akan dapat dalam kalkulator lah, dia akan tulis x sama dengan 4 dan x sama dengan 2. Okay, and then gantikan. dalam bentuk factorize ni, which is x minus 4 and x minus 2. Okay, so x minus 4, here also x minus 4, we can simplify. So the answer is limit x approaching to 4 from the right, x minus 2. So which is equal to 4 minus 2. So the answer is 2. Okay, so kita boleh nampak kat sini. So daripada kiri sama dengan 2, daripada kanan pun, okay, so this one, daripada kiri sama dengan 2, daripada kanan pun sama dengan 2. So therefore kita boleh conclude lah limit fx approaching to 4. Okay, so since limit fx x approaching to 4 from the left, it is equal to limit fx x approaching to 4 from the right, it is equal to 2. So the limit fx x approaching to 4 is equal to 2. Okay. So kalau tak sama, jawapan dia does not exist. Okay, so that's all for our lesson today. So see you later. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.